All right, are y'all ready to go on like the easiest trip ever? Hey y'all, so today we are going on a 2-day trip and it is going to be probably the easiest trip, easily the easiest trip I ever do or have done in a while. So I'm on what is kind of known as in the industry as a broken pairing. And basically it just means that something has happened, whether it's with the original crew or something, maybe someone called out sick while they were in a layover city and they need us to go work a flight, an operating flight. So usually that involves a deadhead or two, and this is why it's so easy. A deadhead is where we as flight attendants are still being paid, but we're occupying a passenger seat, not working. So we're working, but we're not really working, because let's say there was an emergency and something happened to one of the flight attendants, we would help in case of, you know, something like that happened or whatever, you know. So we're still working, but not really. And it's nice. It's a nice little perk. So we deadhead from here in Dallas to where I'm based to LA. I have like an hour and a half sit in LA before we leave, and I work the flight from LA to Fort Lauderdale. So kind of a long day. We get done at like 10:30 tonight. And then I believe we just deadhead tomorrow, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. So it is a little after 9 right now. I need to get going, head to the airport and sign in about an hour. So let's go to work. Just hang out.
Thank you. Welcome.
So we are in LA right now. I am actually heating up some food in my Logic. I'll show you guys over there. That pink thing, the way over there. And as soon as it finishes heating up, I'm going to eat it. We have like 20, 30 more minutes before we have to be at our gate to go to Fort Lauderdale. So I am just downloading some stuff, watching some TikTok, and hanging out for now, and then we go to Fort Lauderdale and done for tonight. Okay guys, we are in Fort Lauderdale now. I just changed to get out of my work clothes, and oh my gosh, we had an interesting day. So we deadheaded, as you saw earlier, from Dallas to LA, and we sat for like an hour and a half, just enough time to eat some food, you know, and hang out. And on that flight, it was pretty funny. There was the cutest, oh my gosh, the cutest French bulldog puppy like I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, she was so cute. We had a monkey of all things on the plane, and it was a baby monkey. It was like making little noises and stuff. It was so cute. It has an Instagram. I will put it somewhere, but it's just the cutest little thing. Apparently the guy that has him, I guess, raises them. Like, I don't know anything about monkeys, but it's kind of interesting. So we had a monkey. That's a first. And what else? So we sat in LA. Oh, I know what it was. I know what I was gonna tell you guys about. Okay, so before we left Dallas, not on our plane, but in the gate area when we were walking to the plane, there was a lady, and I kid you not, she had on a mask, and at first you couldn't quite tell what it was, and it looked just decorative with like some flowers and stuff, but it had, I don't know if I should say this word on here, but literally had boy parts, like the round things and the main, you know, thing, doohickey. I'm not even gonna say it, I can't on here, but all over, like a bunch of different ones, different colors, they had different curves. Like, it was just like, why would you want that on your mask? Like, we all just like were like, what, seriously, she has that on? Like, I don't know, to each their own. But yeah, that was funny. So we got to LA, like I said, sat for a bit, and then we worked the flight from LA to Fort Lauderdale. So a 4-hour and like 20-ish minute flight. It's been a day. I've had the best crew, like, oh my gosh, the best the best crew on this trip. I am sorry, I forgot to tell you guys, I am the second most senior, so I'm kind of in the middle, and I actually am flying lead. I worked lead today. I would have filmed for you guys actually when I got on the plane to go to Fort Lauderdale, but it was a cluster mess. Our plane came in 30 minutes late, and when that happens, they really try to get us out like as quick as possible. So I barely have time to get on and, you know, get things situated before it's time to go again. So it was just crazy, you know, chaotic, so I just didn't have time to pick up the camera. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for like the craziness of it all. It's been a fun day though. Like I said, I've had a great crew. And yeah, tomorrow I deadhead. Well, they have me on a deadhead because it's like midnight right now. Like it's late here on the East Coast. But I'm supposed to deadhead tomorrow on my airline, but not till like 8 p.m. or something like 8:30. I don't know, almost 9 o'clock. It doesn't have me back in Dallas until 11. But I'm going to get on an earlier flight and take an alternate deadhead. That's my plan, because tomorrow is my last day of needing to work, and I've got days off coming up for the weekend. So I am definitely going to get out of here early so that I can get back in time to pick up my kids from school. It's been too long since I've been home, and they miss me, so that's about it. I will probably see you guys in the morning. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to tell you guys about the drama that happened when we got here. The drama, like, oh my gosh. So we get to the hotel, and like literally while we're getting our bags handed to us by the van driver, like 3 police cars pull up and like around us kind of thing, and we're like, what's going on? Like, what the heck? So we get situated, of course, with our bags and get inside. And when we get to the ticket counter, you know, to get our, or not the ticket counter, the, you know, check-in desk, we can see that there's a whole bunch of stuff, like, thrown around on the floor. Like, the whole display had been, like, knocked off. And apparently they were looking for a lady that had basically vandalized the place and took off. Just, like, crazy. And then by the end of it, there was like 8 police cars, probably 10 at least, here, and they were looking for the lady. The hotel's wanting to, you know, press charges, and it's just like, just crazy, like drama, like way to wake you up kind of thing, like. But yeah, so it's been an interesting day. Like this trip, it was only a 2-day, real easy, but it's been interesting between that lady with the mask, the monkey on the plane, and now this, like, it has been interesting, but it's been great though, because I've had amazing passengers. They've been all good and really nice. And then the crew, of course, is really good. So it's just been an interesting day, an interesting trip. But I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, good morning. We're awake. And I am, let's see, what time is it? It's almost 5 right now, 5 a.m. I'm going to take the 5:30 shuttle to the airport this morning. And I don't know if I explained really very well what an alternate deadhead means. Basically it means that I'm not going to be taking the deadhead that the company has given me, and that I am going to try and take basically another route home. Because we have cabin agreements with other airlines, it allows me to use one of them to get back sooner. So because they have to give us a certain amount of rest, that's why our deadhead's not till later, because we got in really late last night. But I just don't want to, it doesn't get us back into Dallas until like 11 o'clock at night. I don't want to have to drive home after that, because I have a 3-hour drive home to Tomball like right after. So I just don't want to do that, you know? So it makes more sense to just grin and bear it and get back earlier, you know? So I'm just finishing up, getting packed. I've got everything ready, making sure I didn't leave anything, and then I'm going to meet Ronald, my other flight attendant that I'm working with, downstairs, because he's going to go with me to get back home quicker. Okay, so it is almost 6 o'clock now. I am at the gate here and I'm trying to take American. I'm hoping that they have seats open. I had a friend, or have a friend that works there. Of course my sister does too. And she checked the loads for me, so I should be able to get on this flight, like it's wide open. So fingers crossed that we get a seat soon and get going. But yeah, just gonna hang out, drink some water, hydrate, and get ready to take a nap. Got in, yay, and I got a little kitty bag, water, and cookies, little hand sanitizer. So I got a whole row, which I'm excited about. And yeah, let's get going to Dallas. I'm so excited. I get to pick my kids up from school, so yay. So I am back in Dallas, back in my car. The flight here was great. I slept the whole way. I needed it because I only got a couple hours last night. But I basically, once I got my boarding pass and I knew I was gonna be able to get on the flight on American to get here sooner, I just called scheduling and got released from my pairing to take the alternate deadhead. So I'm in my car, I am rested, and I am ready to go pick up my kids from school. It's 9:30 right now, so I have about a 3.5-hour drive home. So I should be able to make it home with plenty of time to possibly check on my puppy, which I miss him, Miss Bacon, and then go pick up the kids from school. So I'll see y'all in my next video. Thanks for watching.